In today's video, I will reveal what no other YouTube automation coach is revealing, because this is a secret and it allows me to create a new viral YouTube channel within 10 minutes. Because it's not difficult in most cases to create the content. It's difficult to really find a concept and to find video ideas that will go viral. In this video, we'll together create a little Excel spreadsheet that allows you to find viral ideas within, again, 10 minutes. But also, I will show you all the video tools that you need in order to then take that idea and turn that into a finished video so that you can set up very successful YouTube automation channels. And I guess a lot of YouTube automation coaches, they might be a bit angry about me because this is something that most people don't want to reveal, because it's something that, you can sell for quite a lot of money. Most people pay thousands of dollars in coachings in order to learn this kind of stuff. And this is not difficult. This is actually super basic. And that's why I'm saying you don't necessarily need to master 20 different skills in order to build a YouTube automation channel. The only thing really you need to be able to do is you need to find the right niche. You need to find a viral video topic, and then you need, of course, the tools in order to create the channel, in order to create the videos, and then you gotta be consistent. That's pretty much it. And afterwards, of course, you can monetize more. But in this video, I will show you exactly how to find viral ideas and how to set up your own viral YouTube channel. By the way, if you want to support this channel, please have a look in the description. There's a button, you can click on it, and afterwards you're subscribed to this channel. Also, it would mean the world to me if you could hit the notification bell, because I will reveal a lot more and I will show you all the strategies that I'm personally using in order to build up my own YouTube channels. Now, let's get started with this strategy. This, for instance, here is a channel that generates 76,984 over the last 30 days with an RPM of 587. And let's say, for instance, I want to copy this channel. I want to build something very similar. How exactly can I do this? Well, this channel right here is called Beyond Military. It's a huge channel. This one has 421,000 subscribers, 122 videos. And when I click right here on videos, it basically shows me all of these very clickbaity videos. Now, you might be saying, this is pretty cool, but some videos, they perform well and other videos, they don't perform as well. So which kind of topic should I choose? Now, for instance, the military niche, let's say, is very high risk. So if you want to start these kinds of channels, you got to make sure that you, in your mindset at least, understand that this is a type of channel that will be demonetized in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe half a year or something like that. But most of the time, these kinds of channels will be demonetized. So in my case, I like these kinds of channels, but I also like other topics, like this one right here. This is a channel that will probably go on forever, called Sleepy Scientist Stories. It's a very small channel, but when I click right here on analytics, it basically shows me that this channel is already quite profitable, even though it's very, very small. This one generated, and let's wait a couple of seconds until this loads, it actually generated a couple $1,000s per month, and this with very, very few clicks. Now, this is actually not the only channel that generates quite decent amounts of money. There's also, for instance, this one right here. Let's check this one out. This one generated, and we give it a couple seconds, but this one generated $4,067, and this one, I think, around 1.6 grand. There we go, 1.6 grand basically. And these kinds of channels are, again, also very easy to create, and they will not be deleted. So you can go into a very, let's say, high risk niche like this military niche or politics or something like that, or you can go into a very low risk niche and get a very high RPM of $10. And you might be saying, well, this one generates a lot more, so maybe I start this one. That's fine. I personally like long-term stuff, and that's why what I do is I just simply head to one of these channels, and then I click up here on similar channels, and now my copying process starts. So what I do is I click right here on quick search and I choose videos, and I click right here on search, and then it will give me all of the different kinds of similar channels. So channels that are very, very similar to this one right here. And as we can see, there are a bunch of channels which are already quite successful. And then what I do is I go to the channels that generate the most basically average views per video. So what I then do is I open these channels in new tabs, and let's have a look. This one, yeah, maybe this one isn't too bad either. This one looks very, very good. This one looks great. And let's go with this one also here. And what I now do is I head over to these channels and I click on videos. And now what I do is I filter this kind of content by popular. So I click right here on popular, and then it shows me the most successful videos on that channel. So for instance, 4 hours of mind-boggling space facts to fall asleep to. What I now want to do is I want to look for titles which are easy to put into an artificial intelligence. So for instance, this one right here, how did atoms form from nothing? So when I click on this video, what I now now do is I head over to the title, I just copy it, there we go, and then I head to my Excel spreadsheet and I put it in here. So let's actually give it the name, and then let's put the, just name it title maybe, that makes more sense, title, and then let's say views on that video. I think there was about, but actually we can check, this one generated 488K views. So this is a very successful video. Let's write that down. Then I move on to the second video that basically has a very specific title. I don't choose these two right here, like the first one and the second one. There is a very simple reason for that. Because these two, they don't necessarily have titles that I can put into an artificial intelligence that gives me basically the script for it. So what I do is I head over to the second, well, basically in this case, the fourth most successful video. This one is called How Did Everything Start From Nothing? And I just simply head down to the title again, and I click on it, I copy it, I go back to this Excel spreadsheet, then I put it in here, then I write down again how many views this one got, 473K. And now what I do is I head over to the next channel, and the next channel is this one right here called Astro Horizons. I click on videos, and then again I filter by popular. And now I check out the titles again. The most terrifying things in space, the universe is stranger than we imagine. Yeah, maybe I could use that, but this one is much more easy to create for an artificial intelligence, the script. 10 paradoxes that will stretch your mind, some fascinating paradoxes related to, and then I just simply head to this video, and I take this title, then I go back into my Excel spreadsheet, and I gotta increase this a bit here. All right, and then I will give this the, of course, specific number of views again, and it's 761K, and again I head to back to the channel and I check out again the most popular videos, and then I go to the next one, Our Fascinating Universe. I can really put this into an artificial intelligence. Here, Why Everything in the Universe is Spinning. This is also quite a good one. I think I could use that title. And again, I take the title, go back into my Excel spreadsheet, put it in here, and then I will just simply say, all right, this one has 470, no, actually this one, 191K. And now what I do is I go to all of these channels that I just opened and I just copy the most viral video ideas. And I basically create an Excel spreadsheet with around 50 ideas. And then what I do is I just simply rank that by the number of views. So I take this one, for instance, I put it up here. There we go. Now this is the most popular one. Then I think everything else is ranked properly. And what I then do is I take this title, I go into Claude AI, and I just simply say, write a YouTube script about this topic with at least 3,000 words. And I put it in here. There we go. I made a little mistake at the end, but I think it still will figure out, what the prompt was all about. And there we go, 10 paradoxes that will stretch your mind, YouTube script. And then there we go, enthusiastic but measured tone. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And there we go, paradox number 1, Olber's paradox. Then of course, paradox number 2, paradox number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so on. And basically this gives me the entire script. And because it's 3,000 words, it probably takes around, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes to read out loud and to create the video. So what I then do is just simply head over to this platform right here called FreePick. And I basically look at the creatives of the channels. And what I figure out very quickly here is that in most cases for all of these, or for most of these channels, they are just simply using stock footages, so stock videos basically. And most of the time it's just stock videos of the universe. So let's actually have a look at this one. And there we go, it's just stock videos of the universe. So what I do is I head over to this one called FreePick, I type in universe, hit enter, then I will filter for videos. And there we go. Now I have all of these different kinds of videos right here. And now I download around 30 to 50 of these videos, and I just simply put them right behind each other. And that will most of the time, generate around 6 to 7 minutes of content. And then depending on the video, I will just loop it. So if the video is, let's say, 20 minutes long, I will loop it 3 times. If the video is, let's say, I don't know, like an hour long, I will loop it like 10 times or something like that. And I can basically create the video content because I don't add any kind of captions or something like that. I can create the video content within like 3 minutes. And then I just simply have to do the voiceover. Now, you can, of course, use 11 Labs, but there is a very high risk that at a certain point in time, YouTube will actually demonetize your channel because there's no human component to it. So, of course, you can just hire a freelancer or you can do it yourself. I personally use a Blue Yeti USB mic, and I just simply take that script, I read it, and I read out loud. I basically narrate my own video, and I just simply then go into Final Cut Pro. You can use CapCut or any kind of tool, and I will just simply take these videos right here that I looped and put below it my audio, and that's the entire video. And then I just simply put the video up on YouTube, and the video itself, because it has a very, very viral video idea, will generate a lot of clicks. And that's super easy. I mean, that is the strategy. If you think, well, this doesn't work, the other guys are using that strategy too, and you can too. So just simply create an Excel spreadsheet, use the similar channel function in the tool NextLeft. This is actually a tool that I'm right now using in order to copy any kind of channel. And this tool is pretty cheap. I mean, it costs 13 euros, which is around, I think, $15 or something per month. And, you know, you can use NextLeft in order to copy these channels. So what I do is I just simply, you know, go to any of these channels. I hit right here, similar channels. I do a search, and then I just look for the channels that are performing very well. I look for the videos that are performing very, very well. And then I put all of these ideas into the Excel spreadsheet. And based on that, I create my own content by looping stock videos and by creating my own very simple voiceover. And by the way, it doesn't just have this function, but actually it has another tool within the tool that is also incredibly helpful. Now, as you can see, this is basically the tool that allows us to check out, you know, these similar channels, but also we can click up here on Analyze, and this is now the next step that I'm taking after I generated the ideas and after I generated the content and after I basically created the voiceover. And I hit up here this button called Analyze, and then it analyzes the entire channel, and it gives me all the information about this channel, and it gives me an idea also how the thumbnails are structured, what the titles are like. It gives me information about what people liked about the content and didn't like about the content. So all of this is actually included in this tool NextLeft. Again, you know, this is an affiliate link. You can, you know, I'm earning money by recommending you this, but it would just be a lie if I wouldn't recommend this to you. So this is the best tool that I personally know, and it's so easy to use, and I can just simply go to any kind of channel, hit similar channels, and then also afterwards I can copy these channels by just simply saying, all right, I hit the analysis function, the analysis tool, and it gives me all the information about the channel. This might actually take a minute or so, but as soon as you have all of these information, you can just start copying, building your own channels, and you know, you don't have to make this into, you know, rocket science or something like that. This is pretty easy to do. You just simply create an Excel spreadsheet, analyze the channels, look for the most popular videos, and then I would go and hit the analysis button right here on this channel that you want to copy. And again, you can do that by using NextLeft. All right, so that was actually it for today's video. Have a look in the video description for NextLeft. Thank you very much. And also, if you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe to this channel completely for free, and also hit the notification bell. Thanks a lot, and I hope we can see each other in one of my other videos.